We have gone it through super fast because this show is repetitive. We were hoping it would kill, but it's just repetitive. Let's get on right to it so that we can go eat. I am super hungry and I got Blu-rays to watch. All right, how you guys doing?
Oh, oh boy.
It's not that we hate Kamen Rider Black. It's just that when you watch it again, or in his case for the first time, certain things start to crack. It's like you know how like when you're a kid or even a teenager, you're like Mighty Morphin's the goated, but then it's like as an adult, you're like with actual critical thinking skills, you're like, yeah, why did they do this Mighty Morphin? That's kind of weird.
That was my issue with doing well, obviously the wheel spins as the wheel spins, and what we get is what we get. Unless there's some type of technical issues, we do spin again. But I feel as though once we went through Ichigo, once we went through the very first Kamen Rider series, it is just so like blatantly obvious
Yeah.
that this is literally a reboot of that show.
That's probably why I didn't why it didn't affect me as much that first time because like I watched through V3, X, Amazon, Stronger, Sky Rider, and Super 1 before getting to Black. And like maybe those, I'd say 200-ish episodes kind of like made enough of a buffer for me to not like notice it as easily.
Well, but I mean, again, it's not necessarily that. I mean, as we said, the tonal shift has happened. We know that it did happen before the 20s. There is a tonal shift, and you could just tell because how the characters are acting. Well, not so much Kotaro, but more so like Golgum, the priest. How they're acting is very, and their plots and their whole like schemes of trying to like take over the world. I'm like, and also the fact that again, we have noticed it from that review up to now. There's been 2 episodes we've done already that I have pointed out. You know what? We're starting to get very heavily kid oriented here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, obviously this is a
kid of the week, just like in Jew Ranger, kid of the week.
This is literally what, this is something that didn't happen in the original Kamen Rider, in the original 13 episodes they had originally. But then as soon as Ichimonji and, Nigo showed up, that's when it started to do the kid of the week. Like there had to have been some type of issue or problem that a kid was going through that, like, the Kamen Rider had to solve. Instead of solving like the crimes of how Takashi would go and stop Shocker from like kidnapping a scientist or something, or they're like, no, there's got to be some random kid now that apparently isn't making friends or blah blah blah, and whoever it may be has to come on in. Like we didn't get that with this series starting off. Those are not the vibes that we were presented with when we started. We see in the beginning of this show a random young man get chased through metropolitan Japan and literally being thrown into neon street signs and almost thrown off a building, nearly dying and getting killed. And the rest of the show was like, a very serious, like, yeah, it's a very like 80s setup. We're on a yacht, we're drinking, we're obviously drinking. There's a lot of like mysterious. Hell, in our second episode, one of the people who was like, I don't know, meant to be somebody, actually got killed in their apartment.
Oh yeah.
We saw murder. We saw dogs pretending to be cheetahs.
I still can't get over that.
We saw blood and carnage. And now beetle hunting.
Yeah.
Beetle hunting of all things.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I was like, they predicted Labubu's. They predicted Beanie Babies. They
predicted Furbus. Yeah, may he be praised.
May he be graced, Lord Furbus. Mm-hmm. May he be graced. But it literally, the tonal shift happened, and it's kind of like, again, in my research of Black, and hearing people, and again talking to people from Japan who actually watched the show and grew up with it, I was like, they told me like that they loved it. I'm like, okay, so is it the same as the tinted glasses that we have in America in terms of Mighty Morphin? That again. You could say it's like the most goated season of ever. And I'm like, all right. But then it's like, I dare you to go back and watch it completely. Mm-hmm. Watch it completely. Mm-hmm. Don't skip anything. Don't skip the intro. Don't skip the recap or anything like that. No, watch it completely. I promise you're probably, no, I do like it, but I'm like, why do they keep playing the same? I don't know. That's the same question I asked when I watched the real Ghostbusters back in the day. Why do they keep playing the same song over and over again?
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but do we got not other soundtrack? We have not other like music or on the soundtrack? Why do we keep playing the same music over and over again?
Clearly this before Ave Group showed up and used Columbia Japan, Sony Columbia Japan, or whatever. Because remember, when you look at Kamen Rider W, it takes 6 CDs just to do the entire soundtrack.
I know, but I mean, my
point those CDs.
My point is this: is that you could sense the tonal shift in the show, and that's the point that I was like, again, and many people have told me this, that you're either gonna love or hate it, and so far I'm kind of in between. I can't really give an honest to God opinion yet.
The Lord of in betweens,
because the thing is that. Again, I don't want to hear what someone else knows about the show. Obviously, I will tell you as I always do. I tell my final thoughts once we wrap it all up. As far as characters, Kotaro, even in the beginning, didn't seem like he knew what was going on, and still doesn't to this day. The whole premise of like his sister and his brother's girlfriend. At times, I forget they're even in the show. I'm like, oh, it's great. They are there. Again,
don't get too attached when you get to Black RX.
No, I know. I've looked into Black RX and what that happened. I'm like, so wait, did you go into another timeline, into another dimension? Like what exactly? Hell, what was that movie that they did for Black and Black RX where both Kotaros are actually there? I'm like, wait, how's that possible? You're both the same person. How are we not ripping the fabric of time and space? How could two exist in one universe?
Yeah.
It's not possible. The fabric of time would be ripped apart. I'm like, oh man, I know Doctor Who's gonna be going off on this one. Oh man. And I'm talking about Tom Baker's Doctor Who. Let us not only know, David Tennant would just be snarky and charming, and also Matt Smith. They wouldn't really be doing much. Mm-hmm. I'd be more scared of Tom Baker coming down on me.
Yeah. Oh man, that scene when he shows up in that museum, though.
That's probably the best part of that whole damn special.
There were some good parts other than that, but no, it was pretty lit.
Yeah.
No, I actually like went to see it in theaters when it premiered, and I actually saw it with my girlfriend at the time. So it's like I was like in full cosplay and everything, and like I even had like strawberry duds in my pocket because what's a doctor cosplay without some snacks in your pocket?
So, yeah. The premise. I mean, I know some people have reached out and asked, like, "Wow, you are really blowing through X like ridiculously fast. What's up?"
X. I mean, X is only 35 episodes.
About Black, and I'm like, look, it's not that we're going through. It's just that hey,
it's the holiday season. It's like
it's the holiday season. There's not much going on, and also, I mean,
and with the Go Juger thing going on, and then with all that uncertainty, and it's just tempting. It's too tempting not to like double up because just take a look at last week, like on Friday we got through the first movie, and then on Sunday we're halfway there, and then today we'll be up to the final episode with Taki, and then on Sunday we will finish the second arc.
Yeah, we just have some free time to get it all done. We would have done this with Ichigo too if we had the.
Oh yeah, we have the ability to.
But again, I mean, the reason, mostly I'm like, and I've noticed this with a lot of Toko channels and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, they're not really focusing so much on Zets or anything else. I'm like, the only reason why number one is getting so much attention is because of the drama that happened.
Yeah,
midway.
The most I see about people discussing Zets is literally like the Toku tubers who just like watch the episode on Kick and then just like upload like 30-second clips like in vertical format on Instagram and YouTube Reels.
But I mean, but most of the time it's like we want to know the drama. We want to know the drama about you know what? Honestly, this never does happen.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, we do have Oni's sister coming in and kind of gave us the Beetleborgs version of.
And I totally called it too. I called it too. Like everyone on this channel owes me $5 because I called it.
I didn't say shit.
Exactly.
I'm like, but I'm like, you know what? Fine. Okay, fine. Oh, okay, yeah, fine. Cool. That's great. Let us move on from this because it's like, yeah, we're not here for the drama. If that were the case, then why the heck are you here? Why are you even a weeb if you're wanting drama? I want drama in my fandoms. Get out. Get the fuck out. What are you even doing here? Like, seriously. But yeah. I wish we had something more juicier to talk about in Toko besides the show, but
yeah.
I
mean, the whole Project Red trailer came out, and it's like, okay, we got a red Gavon, but can we also get a blue Charvon, a green Shider, a yellow Juice Peon, and a pink what's it called? Jan's person. Yeah, that's right. Jan's person.
I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with, because there's been no talk about anything Sentai for next year. We did get something earlier this year, but we haven't gotten anything since. So it's like, wow, we're really gonna take a break then, aren't we? Yeah. We're really just gonna stop. We're really just gonna just maybe hey, let's take a breather and come back. I'm like, well, okay. Mm-hmm. Everyone deserves a break. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yes, let's get down to episode, what is it, 27?
Yep, 27 through 30. Yeah. Let's do the title card properly because we didn't get to do that yet. So we are here today to discuss Kamen Rider Black, episodes 27 through 30. And yeah, like if you guys noticed, with our thumbnails for this season, it's hard to find good subjects.
It's really hard to find like something alluring to put on these thumbnails.
Yeah, like compared to O's, compared to heck, even compared to Ichigo, and it's not just like, oh well, Ichigo, you had like 6 episodes to work with. Here you only have 4. But the thing is, with O's, we also only had 4 episodes to work with, and we
And we
still
had
got banger
so
thumbnails.
to say about it. And like in this, we're like, yeah, we usually get done super quick because they're episodic. I mean, that is the problem with, well, not really a problem, but it was just a product of its time with Showa era tokusatsu, and even with shows. I mean, you look at a lot of them. You look at like Kimba the White Line. You look at Go Line, which became Voltron, Speed Racer. Uh, you know, like so many animes that came out in you know, Battleship Yamato,
Yeah.
Captain Harlock. A lot of those shows considered to be legends, considered to be great. Even like, you know, Go Nagai with Devilman and Cutie Honey and all that stuff. Great, amazing shows that were rebooted and remade. But when you watch them, or if you have the capacity to watch them, whether it be physical media or streaming, you find out that these are all singular episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 connect to the story of like what's going on and the grander scheme of things, but it wasn't like, yeah, we didn't really get like a whole thing of till the way end when finally it's like, yeah, we wind up, hell, we talk about Gundam on this channel at times, and look at a lot of the Gundam series, how they went about, especially like, oh yeah, our goal is this, but you spend an entire series not dealing with that, and it isn't until like the last five or so episodes that you finally do.
Oh, you're talking about current Ultraman?
Even Ultraman is like, okay, well, Ultraman really didn't have like a villain or an organization that goes against him. He kind of just,
sometimes.
he kind of like, you know, again, something happens. There's a monster there, or a monster comes from outer space, and he's got to protect the. You know, there really wasn't like people sending monsters to fight Ultraman.
I mean, in Zed there was.
I mean, that's yes, because obviously we have someone sending them, you know, but it's like, you know, that's not, I mean, and yes, in the Kamen Rider, that is true. But again, when they do send out, it's not really like the only thread that connects them is the supposed plan to world domination. But it's like the world domination of how? How did this plan translate to world domination? I mean, you were fucking shit up. That's a fact.
Step 1. Give a bunch of kids sea monkeys. Step 2, steal their lunch money. Step 3, buy trading cards. Step 4, world domination.
Yeah, in that order. And you think we're just pulling our like something out of a hat? No, that was legitimately a plan. And I'm just like, all right, fine. No, I mean, again, I'm not. I mean, I've seen many other, you know, plans be as half baked, but again, they worked and they didn't work. I'm like, okay, fine. That's just the thing that happened with early Showa 80s, 90s shows. It was just pretty much episodic, and if there was a connection, then they would reference it, but it wasn't really necessary. Unlike today, where everyone now we make a story and like even if something very small or minute that was mentioned in one of the first 5 episodes, later towards the end, they mentioned that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Whatever happened to that thing? Oh, it's right here. Why didn't we use it before? It wasn't ready. But in the Kamen Rider series, more so in the Showa era, it was like, yeah, everything just gets wrapped up perfectly. Again, it was during the time that you could come into the show and watch it. Every episode was contained, you know, unless there was something that was brought up, like, oh yeah, that's right, which we do get a couple examples in these episodes. So yeah, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but when you're so used to watching like, you know, Build or Kiva or something like that, and there is a story there, as diluted and crazy as it is, it's like, oh fuck, really? Yeah. But wait. Yeah, that happened in this episode. That like, but then it's like every other episode of like Showa was like, oh yeah, that just hamster kaijin tried to take children's chewing gum to like make the floor sticky, so that way it would stop traffic and it would stop the prime minister from reaching the World Peace Summit with some very trigger happy, like, country.
Why does that feel like a children's tokusatsu version of a later chapter of Master and Margarita? Which, by the way, I just got confirmation today that, yes, Sympathy for the Devil by Rolling Stones was, in fact, based on that book.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like reading the book, and I'm like, why does this book make me think about Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones? And turns out, yes, the song is inspired by the book, which was just published in English in 1967. So that's an interesting to learn about. But the point is, there was a scene in the book where a group of officers try to like stop Cat Behemoth, but then he makes the floor sticky, so they can't do squat while he basically like sets the room on fire. And I'm like, you literally just described that chapter in the book.
Yeah.
Except it's more of a hamster behemoth than a cat behemoth.
Like what? We have a hamster kaijin. We had squirrels.
Yeah, we had squirrels.
Why can't we have hamsters?
Yeah.
Well, this isn't Abba Ranger. I know. For shame.
Abba Ranger, Crow, Mint, Sniper, Bear, Mushroom, ATM.
Yeah, you want to think Digimon is fucking like random as all hell. Look at the things look at the kaijin.
Oh my god! I just realized Coco from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is a kaijin from Abba Ranger.
Yeah, very much.
Bird, tree, plane thing.
Anyway, so our first episode in our review is titled "The Fire Spouting Dangerous Highway."
And by fire, we mean lightning.
So our three wise guys apparently now have decided to actually do something that would actually fuck it up. And they send in by the subtitles, I said I swear to God, someone said slug worm. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Don't you mean silkworm? Because that's pretty much what this thing is. And I have several things to say about this kaijin. First off, did you run out of money making this costume, or did you just make it on the fly? Because if you look at a lot of the monsters, a lot of the kaijin in this series, it's very like heavily detailed, like, like realistic animal head on top of a humanoid body. It's pretty much like something out of like of Cronenberg or something like that. Like it's very, like remember the Spider-Man in the first episode, like how creepy and how realistic they were. It's like, okay. And then you look at other insects that have been introduced: cicadas, mantises, centipedes. And they're all like, yeah, it's very realistic, kind of humanoid body, but still that's kind of like that grotesque Cronenberg level of like mutation, obviously. And then we get to the silkworm, and I'm just like, did they just take a suit from storage of Ichigo and just paint it? I'm like, that's a silkworm. It doesn't even look like a worm. It just looks like like you mixed a cactus, or you were trying to go for a cactus motif, and then just, no, we're going to say silkworm. Okay. I know silkworms are somewhat spiny, but
I used to have a colony of silkworms.
This was no silkworm. I could tell you that.
You're right. Silkworms are white.
Yeah, this was no silkworm, but I'm guessing they either lost the costume or they just made this on the fly, because there's
this looks more like a prickly pear, if anything.
Yeah, this looks cheap, like it was made on the fly. Like they're like something happened. I don't know. I'll look into it, but yeah, I did not like the kaijin suit in this one. I'll know. But apparently this kaijin again is a silkworm. His ability is to make obviously silk. but the silk is able to not only wrap its opponents, but it's able to crawl about, wrap itself around things, and also make silk cocoons.
Yes.
But apparently the silk cocoons are living time bombs. Now, how could a silkworm do that? Well, we don't know, but apparently, yeah, if these even the thread of the silk, if it's near by electricity, by gas, or even an open lit flame, and by anything, apparently the silk ropes trigger like an ignition and then set the mothers on fire and explode. That is diabolical. Because you see the silkworm like spray the silk in the air and the wind is carrying it as it goes and it lands wherever and then it makes the pod. So it's like, even if one goes off, it triggers, and it's not just one pod. It's like there's like one silk like produces 20 pods. The whole your whole house pretty much becomes an entire landmine.
And like they're like explosive and electrical, so not only do hospitals get shut down, but also Kotaro can't transform.
Oh yeah, it messed up with this transformation. The silk
it's like a standability. It's like once you're in here, like you're not family.
Yeah, it caused the problem. So I was just like, okay, the Kaijin may look like crap, but this is honestly a damn good plan. Like no, even starting a car would have set one of these things off. It's like, you're fucked. You can't do anything. You can't. Because if you do it, they're all, and even if one goes off, it triggers the rest like a domino. This must be the most diabolical thing you guys have ever come up with.
Why didn't you come up with this sooner?
If you had this in your artillery of precious mutants that you so claim you do, why didn't you? What was the point of the eagle? What was the point of the rhino? What was the point of the spiders?
Credit where it's due. That one locust one was actually pretty cool. Like you should have had that team up with this thing.
Hell, if you got the locust, the silkworm, and the cicada, it would have been done. It would have been done. It would have been totally annihilated.
Honestly, I'm surprised the mushroom and mold Kaijin from Shocker didn't just win like solo Kamen Rider on their own. Like just these two. You don't need the rest of these mooks, especially not that squirrel dude. But like if you just had the mushroom dude and the mold dude work together, how do you fuck that up?
Well, they did, but apparently here, it's diabolical. It really is. I'm like, wow, so you actually sent something cheaply that looks cheap, but it's actually doing what it's planned on doing. It's literally diabolical. Hell, even if a silk lands on a person, it makes a cocoon, and even the slightest movement, I'm like, you're fucked, dude. It's literally a landmine that got put on you. This is horrible. This is bad stuff. But again, there is a subplot in this episode. We have a little
kid. Yeah, he needs surgery.
For what? They never say for what. They just say that he's going into surgery. What? To get a wart removed from his pinky?
Let's just pull a page out of Yu-Gi-Oh! And just say, his sister's going blind, so he needs 3 million yen by winning a card game tournament on an island that is clearly not a trap to trap a 14-year-old boy to like steal his ancient Egyptian puzzle.
No. Although, but here's the thing though, that I'm again, the tonal shift in the show is and this even happened in Ichigo, and they never address it. They don't address it here either. No one is supposed to know about the Kamen Rider. No one is supposed to know about Shocker. No one's supposed to know about Golgum. Nobody. They're secret societies that exist in the shadows.
Oh, absolutely. It's all about, it's all about their secrets, and we all know secrets are no fun. Secrets could hurt someone.
We are a secret club because of our agenda. It is a dark agenda. It is an agenda some other clubs may not agree with.
Yeah. So apparently this little boy has a crayon drawing of Kamen Rider Black on his wall.
Now, to be fair, there was a Christmas episode where a bunch of kids got giant vinyl dolls of Ichigo.
Yeah, I do remember that, yeah. But this is Black, and this is supposed to be a more nitty-gritty version of Ichigo. Which, again, I mean, I know we had the movie that had the whole, we
kidnapping children to Onigashima.
The inevitable children that believe in the superhero or in the kaijin, which was very popular at this time. Let us not deny that. But how do they know? Well, now it's canon. Now, so wait a minute. So they don't know who the Kamen Rider is, but they are aware of the Kamen Rider. I thought that was supposed to be kept secret.
Again, secrets are no fun.
People already know about Golgum. I'm like, do they? I'm hoping not, because I'm like, yeah, there's some things here that again, the tonal shift is that normally we would not have this.
The thing is, I don't understand how people could not know that Golgum is a thing when they're not doing anything to hide their activities, particularly their kaijin activities.
Well, no, but remember, again, that's why I say the tonal shift, because now we're actually in the parks, in the forest, in broad daylight. Before, they would attack at night in the shadows, in the underground. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't be out and about. They were like, and also, well, again, I'll bring it up later, but when was the last time we saw those three old geezers that were introduced in the first episode?
Couple of episodes. Well, actually, we saw them in that one movie where freaking Belginia freaking ran interference.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm like, no, I mean, like in the show itself. Like the last time I remember was like at least 8 or 10 episodes ago with our Ultraman cameo.
It's like this. They did show up, like in terms of screen time, but I think the better question is, when was the last time they left their cave? Because remember before, because episode 1, they were literally out and about in the city streets trying to find Kotaro.
No, but I'm talking not the wise guys. I'm talking about like the professors, the scientists,
those guys,
elites. That I'm like, yeah.
Those characters. Yeah, no, I have no idea where they are.
We're trying to hammer in that Golgum is a secret society that the elites are a part of, that control the masses by using the powers of the 1%. And yet it's like we did the tonal shift 10 episodes ago, and now it's like, wait, where are these three old geezers? We have had teachers and a couple of professors here, but there is no government officials, no mayors, no politicians or anything. I mean, what happened? I'm guessing it got too real, and someone at Toei was like, yeah, guys, pull it back. We can't, we're the prime minister over here. It's kind of breathing down our necks, It's like, it's not really nice.
What's it called? That episode of Steven Universe? As a politician, pointing fingers make me nervous.
Yeah, it's like we're kind of, it's kind of making everyone question the government. Good. They should be questioning you guys, as the people should. But again, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so again, little boy, and Kotaro actually makes it a thing that he's actually friends with the Kamen Rider. Why?
Oh, Peter Parker. He's friends with Spider-Man.
Again, Kotaro originally wouldn't talk about this. I was kind of also surprised later on in the episodes that his sister and his brother's girlfriend actually are aware that he is black. I mean, I know that we had that in the first episode when he like walked in and we saw him, but it's like, what, did he demorph, or was that just a transitional thing of him? Because we've never really seen it like his sister or his brother's girlfriend ever like interact with him or be shocked about anything that's going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, are you guys aware that he is the Kamen Rider? Does that mean about like, you know, about Nobu and everything? Like, you guys are aware what happened? You didn't go to the police or Interpol or anything else. Even Taki was like, you know, hey, we got to, you know, try to save him. No?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, we have a little boy that needs a surgery for what we don't know. But because of the hijinks of the silkworm, apparently, like, it killed the power that I guess he didn't need the operation until the power went out, and now he's like dying. What? I would imagine that would happen if you were during mid-surgery and then the power went out.
Yeah, that would have been messed up.
But it's proper for this show. We just killed 2 kids last episode.
Oh yeah.
We're not above killing kids in this show. We're not. So I'm like, it would have been more if it was like, no, not before surgery, like during surgery. Like, can you imagine? Like, oh, the worst nightmare right there. But yeah, so we honestly, I mean, not much happens in here other than the fact that you know, Kotaro has to, like, you know, fight the silkworm, but he gets interfered by the 3 wise guys as like, you know, they're levitating through the forest. How do they do that?
I mean, they've been doing it since episode 1. The better question is, why haven't they been doing it since then?
And we go back to throw a Kamen Rider off this bridge valley. How many times have we been in this place before? You know?
Oh yeah.
And they
or Quarry Station 5.
Yeah. They actually threw Kotaro off the bridge, and just like what? He survived. And you were going to throw Hongo or Kitsuke or anyone off this bridge. That ain't going to work, babies. That ain't going to work. But, yeah. Other than just running interference and then Belgenia coming in, just being with those tall-ass eyebrows of his, yeah, he kills the silkworm. That disappears the silk and the bombs. And apparently, I guess that causes the power to come back on.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the power poles were down. I thought that they had destroyed a lot of the wiring and the infrastructure.
So we thought.
I guess it just reverted power. I don't know.
Or just somehow destroying the monster just doesn't return to the past like Code Lyoko.
I was kind of saying in the show, I was like, please do not tell me this kid is going to be like, while he's under anesthesia, he's like muttering, Kamen Rider, please help me. I'm like,
bruh.
Really? Baby, unless he can perform surgery, now is not the time. Now is not the time for this. Although it is crazy that they gave him a time limit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, we wind up saving the kid. I don't know why that was so important, but we did. And I'm guessing that the kid now says that he'll grow up one day to become a Kamen Rider. I don't think you want that.
Yeah, you ain't Tojima.
I really don't think you want. Oh God, maybe no, maybe.
Can you imagine if this kid actually does grow up to become Tojima?
This kid was like what, like 8 or 9? So yeah, could be possible because he did say he wanted to grow up to be a Kamen Rider. I'm like, oh, Yeah, maybe this is the thread that connects that to Tojima.
We finally got him.
Yeah, we find this is the kid. I want to know what the kid's name is. I want to know because if it has anything to do with Tojima, I'm like, oh man, confirmed.
Confirmed.
But yeah, that is 27. Honestly, besides the kaiju look, I mean, this plan was diabolical. It was actually like a good plan. But again, just by I would only know protect the worm, protect him. That you got to keep him alive. Why are you sending him to the front lines? We wouldn't have a show then.
Because Gorgum is not that bright.
Yeah, no, because that's
we
the thing.
Established this.
Yeah, we established it. I'm like, they're not that. They're a bunch of wise guys. Like, yeesh. But now we go into episode 28, the scarab that invites hell. This was pretty much the prediction of Labubus and the resurgence of Pokemon cards in the world.
Well, to be fair, Pokemon didn't exist back then, but
no, Pokemon did not exist. Pokemon was again, so Satoru Tajiri was just a young man, but still he had the idea of making it. That was an Ultraman reference for those who don't know. It was
Ultra 7.
Yeah, 7 because he had the capsule monsters.
Yeah,
originally.
See, Jake, I've been paying attention.
The thing is that with his love of bug and beetle hunting as a child and exploring and catching tadpoles and whatnot.
Plus, Beetle Sumo was a popular sport in Japan.
And also, Ultraman being Tokusatsu being very popular. That's how Pokemon was created. A young Tajiri was actually making the comics and everything about. I think this was around the time that he actually created Rhydon. Because again, we wouldn't have Pokemon until like another 7 years from this point.
Mm-hmm.
It was still a concept. He was barely getting into the industry at that point. So, but again, this has to deal with collectors. And we all know that collectors or collecting is such a frowned upon word nowadays. Because are you collecting for the love of the hunt or are you collecting to make a profit?
Well, let's ask Lenny, the comic book geek. And yes, that is a Powerpuff Girls reference.
Yeah, you know what? Again, I did not buy these for monetary value. I buy them because I am unwell.
Mm-hmm.
I have crippling mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think we do it?
Because it's how we cope.
The thug life ain't for everybody.
But it did choose us.
Yeah,
even if we didn't choose
it, it chose us. No joke. I want to get me that one where it's like it's Snoop, it's Dr. Dre, it's Eminem, and it's got Anya from Spy Family. But I also want to put in maybe Lord Furbus right there on like right next to Anya.
Yeah.
Just to be like,
soon we're gonna have to bow down to Labubus.
I never got into Labubus. I have no idea what.
I still don't get it.
I don't understand.
I barely understood Furbies. At least those look cute.
I mean, I was like, I get it. It's Japan. The Japanese culture is now infiltrated. We lost the World War. We lost it because look what happened. We may not have. We kicked their asses, but they kicked our asses financially. You know how many people are losing their money to Labubus, to Pokemon, to anything Japanese right now? Like, damn.
There's no way Labubus are Japanese. Nah. No way.
Are they?
I don't think so.
Hang on.
If anything, like, I would totally get if they were Korean, though. But not Japanese. There's no way Labubus are Japanese. I don't believe it.
Hang on.
In the words of Ario Speedwagon, I don't believe it, not for a minute.
Let's see here. Labubu sometimes comes from a series of books called The Monster, created by an artist, Ki Sing Ling from Hong Kong.
Oh, I wasn't too
They
far
were
off.
no. They're from China. I knew that they were somewhere from Asia. I was just like, this seems more of a Korean thing, but Hong Kong. Okay, no, Hong Kong has really been. They really have been like really getting into the market. Like they're No, they're not Japanese.
No,
they're
they're
not
Chinese.
Would you look at Soup Bows and say they're Japanese? Ignorant savages. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So, how far will you go to collect Beanie Babies? How far will you go in collecting Labubus?
Well, apparently, I remember a story about a kid who charged $10,000 on their parents' credit card, microtransactions. For Clash of Clans.
Yeah. I do remember that, and that was possibly. I think they exempted them. I think they took it to court, but even the courts were like, "Look, it's a kid, all right, and this and this and that, and blah blah blah." But you're not gonna get the full money back, but we're gonna give you some of it back. But shame on you, and lock your fucking phones.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I would not. But don't put any credit card on your kid's Switch or tablet or anything like that. Don't do it.
You can, but put a PIN number on it,
or just get gift card. They want something, you're gonna have to earn it, just as always. But in this case, it's not so much about it's children. It's not children. It's full, again, just like today's society. It's full-grown adults. Why? Because, well, guess what? Our best boy with the high eyebrows, apparently Bells decides to go to the three wise guys and say, I wish for you to grant me permission to use the Scarab Beetle mutant.
Why?
Why him exactly? I have an idea. Okay.
An idea so stupid it might be genius.
No joke, it really is, because I'm like, people want to rag on collecting anything. That's stupid, Steven. That's stupid. Yeah, but look at how much damn money we're getting out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. What's stupid is that you invested in some crypto coin that didn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. It's also stupid? Investing so much damn time, money, and energy on fantasy sports, and then being in denial that you're basically playing Dungeons and Dragons, but with real life athletes.
I actually dropped that bomb on somebody because they just were ragging on it was someone that we both mutually knew, and they're just like, how you waste your time playing fantasy, and I'm just like, and I looked at the person, I said, you know what, be as it may, I'm just gonna say it because, for one, he's one of mine, and for two, you do realize that your little fantasy football game is literally the dumbed down version and the jock version of D&D, right?
Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's a less fun version of D&D because you have to wait forever for yourself to roll for initiative check.
Here's the common, this is exactly what you need to know, and they're like, that's a lie. No, that ain't no lie, dude. Jocks have been making fun of nerds for years about playing D&D or LARPing or whatever, and yet you guys have been
literally LARPing and playing D&D.
What do you mean we're LARPing? You're wearing that jersey, that $300 jersey when you're playing football. You can't just play football. You got to wear your jersey. Come on, that's
and you're the one wearing the Kobe Bryant jersey. You'd say, "Hey guys, I'm Kobe. I'm the GOAT."
LARPing. You're cosplaying.
You're LARPing as Kobe. And yes, he may be the GOAT, but the thing is, you are LARPing as him.
Yeah, pretty much. So don't be ragging on the nerds. Don't be ragging on anyone who's like D&D or LARPing or going to REM fairs. At least they're going and enjoying a drink and then getting slapped by the barmaids.
Yeah, that is a thing now.
That is a thing. I have not experienced said thing, and god damn it, I haven't. But then again, people, especially nerdy people. Ugh.
Actually,
Anyway.
there's another thing where like your arms get shackled to the top of the awning, and then they pour it directly into your mouth.
This is so not ye olden, but either or. I'm like, fine. Anyway, so beetle hunting is very popular still in Japan. They even still sell beetle insect terrariums to children. That's so really cool, apparently the premise of this episode is I'm gonna oversaturate the market, and by the market I mean infest this entire city with scarab beetles.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna just like always, you know. An example. No, that ain't it. Oh, here it is. We're just gonna, I'm gonna saturate the market with a bunch of cards or a bunch of beetles. But as always, there's got to be one that is hella rare,
and
that being beetles. Why? Well, apparently some kids are out at night hunting beetles and one gets scared, doesn't do it. His dad yells at him. Kotaro happens to bump into him, and it's like, yeah, the kid's not very brave. Okay. Does that go anywhere? No, not really.
No.
Not really.
We wanted to, but it doesn't.
But apparently the reason is why he didn't is because, his friends all caught a specimen of beetle. All right, cool. Apparently somewhere down the line, this beetle is hella rare. What do you mean by that? Well, here's where it comes in. Apparently, it's the females. Males are like, so much a dozen, but apparently the females are very rare. And when they, gather and colonize and make a nest, apparently these beetles are able to alchemize in their bodies silk nests made of gold.
That sounds very specific.
If again, my question is, if these beetles are already named, people know of them, why has this never been public knowledge?
Yeah.
I mean, a beetle that makes cocoons and it comes out as solid gold? Why haven't the governments caught these things and prospered in their economy?
Well, I know that if they did try to do that, it would destroy the economy due to inflation. Of course, we don't think that far ahead because this is a kids show, but good question though.
It goes so much as that, Kotaro helps this young boy try to catch a beetle, and they do, but everyone is going crazy now because there could be a chance that you find yourself a lady beetle that the value of a lady beetle is 50,000 yen. 50. That's a lot of yen for a bug. And again, just like with most people who just don't understand the value of collecting, that sounds stupid. Who would pay that much for a bug?
Apparently, certain people.
But a lot of dumbasses would. I never understood the whole thing.
I mean, there could be the occasional entomologist.
I mean, I never understood that with collecting, especially nowadays. If you play the cards or do whatever, you do have your own sources and people to buy from. I'm not buying from no rando off the street. And I don't know how or when, but when did the value of a certain card go from like 5 cents to literally millions of dollars? Like, who makes these prices? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, everyone goes nuts, just like the hunt for Labubus. People are taking out loans, selling their cars and their sisters just to get the money, just so they can get a female. Because you can't do the cocoons without the ladies. I didn't know beetles wove cocoons.
They don't.
Mm.
Beetles are molters. They're not metamorphers.
I know, but I'm like, you know how many people are just like, wait. So grasshoppers don't come out of cocoons? No, they come out.
No, they're nymphs. They mold into bigger ones.
Yeah,
same thing with praying mantids.
They come out of eggs. They come out of insect egg sacs. They're not like caterpillar. Well, even the caterpillar comes out of an egg. It's just, again, the cocoons they make that they self-produce. Yeah, that's, again, spiders do the same thing. You don't see other insects doing that.
Spiders are arachnids, but even they are, but they are also molters.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, not all insects are the same. Get it right. But yeah,
or arachnids.
Yeah, but
Malacostraca, or Chilopoda, or Hyopoda, or Meristomata.
What winds up happening is this. So that kid, I don't know his name, and I don't choose to know because we're not going to need it. His parents give him a hard time for being a nerd, and like just being timid. But then they themselves fall to prey of corporate and the public greed, because they wind up losing their jobs, trading in their cars and their mothers just so they can get a lady beetle
and student loans.
And I'm like, okay, what job did you have that there's a pension for 50,000 yen, and you blew it all?
I know
of. It gets to the point that people are literally like jumping people and assaulting people for just even having a little beetle terrarium.
Yeah, and some kids are just doing it for fun. They just want to have a cute pet.
Yeah, but the rest of you greedy adults over here are buying them all up and then trying to sell them for a profit.
Yeah, it's like the scalpers with the Pokemon cards. It's like...
Yeah, it literally is. It literally, I'm like, yeah, you're neglecting your families. You're neglecting your job. You're getting into heavy debt. And just because you do have beetles or whatever, you think they're going to buy. And it's like, no, they're not. They're going to buy from reputable people, not just some rando selling shit out of his car. And apparently, does this whole beetle silk cocoon thing actually work? Yeah, it does, because we actually do know of someone that made a fortune off of these beetles. Who?
Apparently. Some shady guy in a mustache.
Some very flamboyant, shady man in a mustache and kimono. And again, he is bougier than all hell, because he not only has money and wealth because of them, he gave his beetles a little bonsai terrarium for them to live on.
Yeah.
Just all levels of bougie. How does this relate to our current plot? Well, apparently Kotaro shows up to this place and he winds up seeing the guy, and this is your house, by the way. I mean, the guy starts running away.
Yep.
What? Yeah, he saw our hero and decided to book it. I'm like, why?
That's not suspicious at all.
I'm like, yeah, why? Yeah, we wind up running interference, and guess who this mysterious bearded man is?
I'm sorry. Is his name Shmelshmania?
It's he wishes he was Tim Curry on Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's Bells. It's Bells. Yeah, it's Bells. It's Belgenia. And well, Bells, what exactly is your plan here? What exactly are you trying to do? It's actually very psychological. So everyone is now obsessed with buying Beetles, and because there might be a chance that I could be a millionaire. Okay. And every time that Kotaro tries to say something, he tries, to explain to random people on the street or anyone, they literally tell him to get lost. They punch him, they kick him, they throw water on him. They're just like, again, it's pretty much to like make people fall into the great sin of greed and just turn their backs on him. That would cause Kotaro to just say fuck it all and not be the Kamen Rider anymore. That's literally the plan. Because every time he tries to help everyone, they tell him to get lost, loser, because we got Beetles now.
And he almost gives in, too.
He almost did. He almost legitimately...
He does the obligatory stare at the train station.
Wow. Really? Out of all the things that happen, this is what... Because people want money and security. I want money and security. But when
there's a right and wrong way of getting it.
But Kotaro, when you break into people's houses and then try to steal their Beetles,
it comes off as shady.
I mean, yeah, again, not the most sharpest knife in the drawer, Kotaro. I understand what you're trying to do, but that's not the way to do it. It's not the way to prove that, this is a thing, or, there's some type of Illuminati style of takeover in the Pokemon card company. There's hidden messages in the Pokemon cards now, apparently. Man, the priests and the churches are gonna have a fun day with this one. What else happens?
He laughs it off because now that he knows that it's Belgenia, it's like, okay, I got my win back. Let's do this. Again,
Bells, your job is to protect the Scarab Beetle, because if it dies, so do the rest of these beetles that really have nothing to do with anything. Really, they're just beetles.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so bad that the Scarab Beetle actually sprays black with gold, and now our Kamen Rider is blind by the power of gold dust.
Gold dust woman, take your silver spoon.
A rider punch and a kick later, we wind up beating the Scarab Beetle. Bells decides to just run and, has a Team Rocket blowing up again type of moment where it's like, he's mad, but I don't think he's mad because his Beetle's services are being gone. I think it's just that beetle was so weak. Yeah, you didn't protect it.
Yep. Got to take care of your Caterpie if you want it to be like a strong,
Yeah. You can't just leave it there. But yeah, as always, the Beetles disappear, and now many families in Japan are in crippling debt.
I mean, technically, the bad guys won this one.
Yeah, they did. They did. 50 million a beetle? 50,000 a beetle? Forget it. They actually won. But hey, we still won because the kid has his family back. Yeah, I don't think you're.
He's dirt poor and homeless, but
you still won. Right on. Oh. Next episode. 28. Oh no, 29. 29. The target's a death mask. Seriously, who comes up with these titles?
No clue. I can't wait for episode 30 though.
Yeah. So apparently Kotaro has to rescue 4 Japanese astronauts. And involving an armadillo.
Yeah, the astronaut part seems like a cool concept. Even the part where he has to fight the Autons from Doctor Who might be kind of cool. But you know it's not cool? Armadillos. Like, have you not watched that one episode of Power Rangers where they had to have those football tryouts with that little kid? and then that little kid grows up to murder 2 people.
Yeah, it was that episode.
Yeah, it was that episode.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one where like he failed those football tryouts, and then Ernie's like, "I'm sorry, but if I have to give this kid another chance, I have to give all the other kids another chance." And then like Tommy and Jason are like, "Well, don't worry, we'll coach him," and somehow he still makes the team. I'm like, doesn't that mean some other kid has to also get kicked out?
You have to kick him out because there's only so many spots on a football team.
Yeah.
Unless he's the bench warmer. I'm like, how many bench warmers do you guys have? Anyway,
I don't think I've ever seen. Actually, that is a good question. So there's like 11 players.
there's like
football
there's
team.
40. There's like almost like 30 or 40 something on a team because you got to switch out you can't just have one. You know, there's like at least like 2 quarterbacks and God knows how many
quarterbacks. We're talking about football, dude.
Yeah, football. Yeah,
goalies, strikers, midfielders.
Well, on a world football team, it would be like at least maybe I don't know between 10 to 15
bench warmers or players.
Players, because again, you gotta have your front line, but then you gotta switch them out. You can't just have them playing all game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Plus, there's the penalties, the yellow cards, the red cards. Oh my god, this one dude from Barcelona at the Rose Bowl, he was just collecting yellow cards like they were freaking Pokemon.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, bro, what is your freaking deal?
Let's see here. Yeah. So apparently the wise guys have decided. Well, they have announced that 4 Japanese astronauts have been picked to go overseas to America to join NASA in their international space program.
So basically, 4 Vol Eagles. Count them, 4 of them. Not just 1 Vol Eagle, but 4 Vol Eagles.
They are chosen because they are the best of the best in their special categories, and apparently we're friends with one of them.
Yeah, what are the odds?
We just have to be. We just have to be friends with one of them in the episode. But the thing is that apparently somewhere down the line, Gelgum decides we're gonna kidnap these astronauts. Okay, how? Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send an armadillo mutant. Whoa!
That's such an odd
You hold
choice.
on there. Of all the things that you would send to be inconspicuous, you decide to send
the thing that turns into a giant ball.
A literal walking bowling ball.
Someone was an Apollo Geist fan this week.
I guess so. But again, this actually, I mean, here's the thing. So we had the silkworm, which looked like crap. The scarab beetle, other than the head, relatively good costume. And then we have this armadillo, which it literally does look like an armadillo. You know, it literally is a humanoid armadillo. So I'm like, all right, I can't really give a crap. This is probably one of the better suits we've seen these episodes. So, okay. Apparently, the armadillo is able to, and don't quote me on this, I don't know about it in nature, but apparently it's able to copy and scan a person's face, memories, and movements into a mannequin body.
That sounds absurd.
but it works.
Somehow.
It's so stupid. It's brilliant.
Oh man, the singular best line from Glass Onion. Yeah, it was dumb. So dumb it's smart. No, just dumb.
But it worked.
It worked.
It worked, didn't it? That's how we got the French fries. Oh no, I'm sorry, potato chips actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, why are we?
Geez, why'd you have to remind me that that Jagarika wasn't invented yet?
Mhm. But why are we
1995.
doing this? So apparently, Golgum wants to infiltrate NASA and spread their evil to the stars.
So freaking Neo Shocker?
Not much up there, guys. There's just a space station. Not much is up there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand that he may be sending the copies to NASA and then infiltrating NASA could be a horrible thing. But remember, good old Ronnie
But
Reagan,
sending out the mannequins themselves into space,
not really a good thing. Because remember, old Ronnie Reagan still hadn't created the Star Wars yet. I'm not talking about the movie. The movie series had already ended by the time Kamen Rider came out. I'm talking about the actual legitimate space program called Star Wars. God bless you, Ronald Reagan, and your crazy ideas.
man. Yeah, I still can't believe that Ronald Reagan happened to have made a program called Star Wars.
Yeah, no joke. Look it up. I ain't lying. Go look it up.
I know you're not lying. They even had a whole episode of Goldberg's about it.
Yeah, so go look it up. Go look it up. I ain't kidding you, boys and girls. This was a legitimate thing. Go look it up on YouTube. He's actually saying what, like, so you're gonna make lasers in space, and they're like, yeah. Like, did we do it? Technically, not with the lasers, though. Not with lasers. We couldn't afford lasers.
Man, remember when the Justice League got crap for having a space laser?
The Justice League. Well, we got a big laser. We got a man that could pull the Earth out of its axis. Fucking lasers. Get out of here. That's what you're worried about? Sheesh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Plus, remember, said space laser was used to stop nanobots from destroying a city in New Mexico.
Yeah.
It's always New Mexico.
Anyway, so we get clone shenaniganery here. Because we're focusing a lot on Nobu's brother's girlfriend.
Nobu's brother's girlfriend.
Still don't know her name.
Wait. Kotaro has a girlfriend in this episode?
No, Nobu's girlfriend.
I'm like
Nobu's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still don't know her name. But regardless, she's friends with the only lady astronaut. And this is kind of random and also really what the fuck. So, presenting her with a bouquet of flowers, some random kid is playing football and winds up kicking the ball into a telephone box. I know a lot of people don't know what that is, but it's where you once kept phones. We didn't have cell phones.
because we didn't have cell phones, so you have to go to a telephone box
and
call collect and say, "My name is Kevin. Last name, we had a baby. It's a boy."
Yeah. Oh, the times of the 80s. But
everybody hates Kotaro.
This shattered glass, and the glass wound up landing on the girls. And well, our lady astronaut actually got punctured in her what would this be, the clavicle, or it's like she got punctured in the neck pretty much.
Oh, that's
in a very bad spot to get punctured in the neck. Well, anywhere is bad if you got punctured in the neck, but still.
Oh yeah, no, I still can't get over the whole Dio playing around with Jonathan's carotid artery fully exposed thing.
Yeah. But yeah, No blood, no nothing. That kind of gives a red herring. Our beloved girlfriend gets kidnapped and taken to the base of Gulgum. As for why, well, I don't know. We don't get really why. They just did. And apparently they finally remembered, hey, we know her, don't we? Do we?
Oh, yeah. She is affiliated with our Sentry King.
You mean the one that we've been putting in the back of the fridge that we've totally forgot about for the past 30 episodes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We need to take that guy out, huh? Yeah, but is he still thawing? Yeah, it's been 30 episodes. Holy shit.
Man, can you imagine if he starts growing mold or bacteria because
I don't know.
they kept him there for too long?
Kotaro pretty much is fine, but this poor bastard is literally getting shoved in the back of the fridge like so many lost otter pops. Like, you know, hey, I found one. Which one is it? It's the purple one. Ugh. No cherry? No cherry. No, fuck the purple one.
No orange? No.
They taste.
Wait, hold on. There's an orange creamsicle. Ew. No.
No, it's got to be just a solid popsicle. No creamsicles.
I hate the concept of creamsicles makes no sense.
Have you ever had a Crunch Bar that fell in the very back of the refrigerator? That's like, oh, it's not good, dude. It's frostbitten to shit. Anyway, apparently they have a moment. Ooh. Elliot. Yeah, no joke. He's still kind of... Nobu's still not pretty yet. Yeah, no, it's taken forever. But, yeah, apparently our Madonna shows up.
Lady Madonna, children at your feet.
As to why, I'm like, why are you here, Belgenia? I am just looking at this young lady. Okay.
For no reason.
We're gonna go grab coffee and croissants. Croissants. We'll be right back. Okay. And 5 minutes later, where is she? I thought, well, Belgenia was here looking. This son of a bitch. He took the girl. Why?
Took the girl.
Why? But there's
I have no idea.
What is gonna do to her? You guys are pretty much just gonna put her in the freaking back of the fridge with Nobu. I feel like we're not just gonna. She's just gonna be here. We're just gonna hold her. But yeah, apparently, yeah, he put Belgenia kind of puts her in a holding area, which we think is with the other astronauts. It's not.
Yep.
You ever? I mean, I know, but you ever see or have played the second Silent Hill game or seen the second movie that the part where
with the mannequins,
you know, wonderful visuals, that movie. But yeah, pretty much that is what happens because we get a creepy mannequin scene. We wind up getting turning heads, losing appendages, rocket mannequin punches. It's literally something out of Silent Hill, or if you have a fear of mannequins.
Yeah, but because it's so silly, you may as well just say that they're autons from Doctor Who.
Yeah, because again, they actually do try to kill, the girlfriend, and apparently little sister is here as well.
Yeah, why are you here?
I have no idea where she showed up, but she
honestly, why are either of you here? Like, you guys barely do anything. At least Kotaro's girlfriend from Black RX knows karate, and she can kick his ass.
Well, long story short, I guess the three wise guys over here are kind of mad at Belgenia because why you took the girl and the automatons is just so you can
shut up.
Just to get the Kamen Rider to show up. He was gonna show up anyway. And of course, Belgenia, being as fabulous as he is, declares that he is the only one to kill the Kamen Rider. But guess what? The armadillo shows up. And the armadillo ain't listening to him for shit because the three wise guys are like, no, kick his ass, kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so we get a three-way love triangle between an armadillo, our Kamen Rider, and our Lady Madonna over here. Because now, and you still got the automatons over there coming after you. So shit. It's an overall free-for-all.
Oh, yeah. No, this is the wildest episode.
This one is literally the King of the Ring when Mick Foley came out 5 times as different personas. Okay. This is like that level of shenaniganry because you got the armadillo flying, hovering like a damn boulder. You got these damn mannequins running all over the place. You have Lady Madonna just flinging his sword, and the Kamen Rider is trying to make sense of it all. So what do we do? Well, first we got to kill the armadillo because the armadillo is floating around, and as always, flying objects in any type of situation suck. So doing that winds up doing the domino effect as you kill the armadillo. The automatons kind of fall apart because they're just a bunch of hunk of plastic. Belgenia stops fighting because he's getting yelled at by the three wise guys and told to go to your room. And such, he gives a pouty face and just walks away. Fine, I'll go back to my room and play Sega. I think the Master System already came out at this point. I swear to God, Belgenia sometimes is the most insufferable character in this show. Because it's like, we had a good plan here, and you just had to fuck it up. Because it's
for reasons.
It's all about you, Queen. And guess what? There ain't no Queen other than Freddie Mercury.
So, he's a killer queen, gunpowder, gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind.
Eyebrows, they're lopsided. Go fix them, you damn diva. Jesus. But we end up saving our astronauts, and then they get sent off to NASA. But let us not forget, we did have that little touching moment with girlfriend and her fetus-looking.
Why do I feel like I was really close to Nobu for a second?
You were, and thank goodness you were unconscious.
Yeah,
because
I would have. Like, it's like you have like it's like basically he looks like a naked human from the neck down, but the neck up, he's just wearing like a white Kamen Rider black mask.
Let's put it to you this way. And this even makes me kind of like, is the fact we know that in Kamen Rider Shin, we also get something like that. Pre-fetus baby. I'm talking to my father via the womb. The visuals of that. Oh God, no.
Even at the end of the film, it's like, what?
Why are you talking not even developed fetus baby? Why?
Because what is Earthbound 2?
I'm looking at Nobu. I'm like, oh God, he ain't ready yet. Put him back.
Yeah, put him in the oven. I don't care if it's Easy Big. I don't care if it's Mighty Max. Just like, put him away. He looks like a melted Power Ranger from the commercial.
I'm eating here. Put that thing away, for crying out loud. Do you want it next to the beef tongue or the goat head? Behind it.
Oh my God. I just remembered that one Instagram reel from a show. I don't know which show. I think it's uploaded with Robbie ML. But there's like a woman who's like basically 3D printing a turkey or a ham. And then her relatives are like, this is it looks like, is it cooking? It's cooking. Don't open the thing. I think we should open the thing. Don't open the thing. I don't see any color. It does the color later. I don't smell anything. It's the smell comes on after it's printed, and then they open it. It lands on the floor, and like she has to clean it up. And then when she's finally ready, the family already finished eating. It's like, if we were gonna wait for you, like, we would have starved.
Yeah, no, you think we're joking, but they actually are 3D printing meat.
Yeah. So
That's actually a thing.
Nobuhiko, like right here, like he makes me think about that 3D printed ham from that video clip.
Oh my God, you look like every vegan Thanksgiving that we see online. Just God almighty, no.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to the vegans, but guys, come on, please. For the love of Christ. He died for a reason. Let us not give it shame.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, final episode of our review. Episode
Finally,
30.
Taki's back. Maybe we could get some tacos.
We're in Hawaii this week.
Oh boy.
We went from one island to another one.
Yeah. Well, you know, they do watch Kamen Rider in Hawaii, so
They do. I'd be there eating a spam musubi on a Sunday morning just watching Kamen Rider if I could.
Yeah.
A shout out to all my natives brought up. Apparently they think I'm one of you guys. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Anyway, so aloha to the assassin. Synopsis for this episode. A special female assassin is created by Golgum in Hawaii and sent to Japan to go after Kotaro.
Basically, she's a sleeper agent, like in the movie Naked Gun. And I'm not talking about the Liam Neeson one. I'm talking about the original one with Leslie Nielsen.
Bless his soul.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wish he wasn't in all those parody movies after the Wayans brothers left.
Well,
waste of his talents.
We can't all go out with a bang, you know?
I know.
Anyway, yeah, so apparently Golgum has gone Hawaiian. Like Beetlejuice was going to.
Or Power Rangers Zeo.
Anyway, so is this girl, this isn't something they cooked up, right? This is something that she already had,
I guess,
if my understanding is correct. Because I'm like, wait. So is it the necklace that gives you your power, or is it, or did you already have it like The Shining? You know, you're kind of like a Carrie type, like you were born with it. You know, like is that what I'm understanding here, or is it the necklace? Because she apparently has a necklace that she communicates with the three wise guys about. That kind of, you know,
it's very similar to the one they have. And now that I think about it, it's also similar to the one that Ultraman Omega has.
You all went.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Like that's what I think. There was a sale at Claire's, I think.
Is Ultraman Omega a member of Golgum?
Oh, I have not a clue. All I know is that we actually kidnap the girl and take her away after like ripping her from her grandfather. And I'm guessing that Kotaro just happens again. He has such impeccable timing. Just happens to come by some girl getting kidnapped in some car that's just swerving randomly and all over the place. And next thing you know, and I thought this was an editing problem. I'm like, is there something wrong with the video I'm watching? Why did I just see some random guy just jump out of a plane? And next thing you know, it's like, yeah, Kotaro's fight. Oh, we have a squid kaijin in this episode. A squid.
It's about time.
A squid. Okay. Again, did you guys not have a proper budget? Why does the squid have googly eyes?
That is weird.
I'm like, you could have just given him like normal looking squid eyes like you do with all the rest of the kaijin, like making them very animalistic. But this thing actually does look like something that came out of Kamen Rider Black, Kamen Rider X, or even V3 levels of suit making, you know? Not really a mutant or anything of the sort.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, V3 had really decent kaijin designs, especially compared to the original Kamen Rider.
The budget has been cut.
Yeah,
And
honestly, even Kamen Rider X had some cool kaijin designs until it really did look like their budget got slashed. I mean, just like look at Elise's, and then look at Toad Goemon.
I know. But again, that's what I'm saying with this show. Is like I think the budget was cut, or we're trying to make it more kid friendly, because I'm like, compared to earlier kaijin, these, except for the armadillo, that fits in the mold of monsters that we've seen. These three, not so much. But okay, whatever. We got a squid, and apparently the guy who jumped out of the plane is now shooting while parachuting. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
What in the Carter Grayson is this?
And ready the clip. It's Taki.
Yeah. He's high-key the best character on the show so far. Let's be honest.
And he's got such great hair.
Yeah.
Like
his hair is even better than the 70s Taki.
Hey.
That's saying something.
You're disrespecting Goro Chiba. Sonny Chiba's little brother.
But hey, Goro Chiba has something that no one else does. Staying power.
Seriously, he does. Yeah, so throughout this whole thing, I'm kind of asking the question. So is the girl actually doing this? Is she being manipulated? Is she being under control? What exactly what's going on here? And what power does she have that would obliterate the Kamen Rider? Can she like aneurysm his mind? Can she do a carry and pull him up and then rip him 4x4s? She conjures up gold dust.
Oh, geez, more of this?
Like the scarab. But apparently, and again, I don't understand this. How they figured it out is that the wise guys summoned a bunch of grasshoppers and locusts, and she conjured that ability. So in their almighty wisdom, if it works on regular grasshoppers and locusts, then might as well work on the Kamen Rider, because he's based off of these things, right?
And he turned into one. Low-key, he did.
Why not just get a fucking bug zapper?
Yeah.
Why not, like, Kotaro, don't go into the light. I can't help but and
I can't help it. It's so pretty.
And I'm like, man, that must have been a big one. The fucking zap that thing gave off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for some reason, this girl conjures up gold dust that's able to. I guess if back in the days of the plagues, if she was around in Egypt, her abilities would have been very useful.
Yeah.
But, well, we're here in Hawaii, and they don't have much of crops in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. Anyway, well, throughout the whole show, obviously, it's a battle between, like, her will and theirs, because, like, you're going to do it. You're going to summon. I'm like, does she?
But I don't want to. You will.
Yeah, this is the problem. This is about the time that I wish you actually did brainwash somebody, because why are you giving her free will?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you giving her the choice of doing this? It's like you are making her do it. She's a sleeper agent, but you didn't really make her a sleeper agent. You kind of made her I'm semi-awake with one eye open and just doing the rotation, just brainwash the chick already. We didn't have money in the budget for that.
Then get some more money. How? Rob a bank.
Go pawn those gaudy necklaces you guys spent so much money on at Claire's.
Or use some of those beetles from that earlier episode.
Yeah, they don't. It just like with people promoting some random coin, they don't really. They promote it. They're not getting involved because they know it's a scam.
Mhm.
So, yeah. The premise pretty much is she's a sweet girl. She cares about people. She is a apparently native Hawaiian who is very much entranced in Japanese culture, weeb, and relatively a good girl. So I'm hoping that she doesn't actually die in this episode. She doesn't. But yeah, again, bites Golgum in the ass because instead of you brainwashing her to make it fully work, she actually conjures up the poisonous gold dust on the squid and you guys, which causes the Kamen Rider to actually kill it. And then it's like, okay, we gotta go. Yeah. Go to your dry cleaners and see if they can get the glitter out of your capes, for crying out loud. That's gonna be impossible.
Yeah.
As for why Taki's here because, well, he's Interpol. He is aware of
why shouldn't he be here? The question is, why isn't he always here?
Yeah, he pretty much did get the message or like the information that they were looking into this girl, and so that's why he's here. But he's also here to help out Kotaro because, well, he actually is the friend of the Kamen Rider, so why not?
Yeah, just not really sticking around for it.
I know, because afterwards he just kind of takes her back and, you know, keeps her under protection, and
we never see him again.
That's it. This is the last time that we see Taki. We saw him once. This is it.
We liked him, and then now he's gone.
Now he's gone.
You know, just to like make a fine point of it. Sylvia from Power Rangers had more screen time. Sylvia, that girl that Carlos had to babysit that one time, she was in 3 episodes.
Yeah, again, I know that it's pretty much a homage to the original Taki from Kamen Rider, but again, why would you introduce a character, only have them for 2 episodes, and that's it? Why did we introduce the kids core if we're not going to do anything with it?
You know, this makes me think a lot about Megaforce, how like they made fan service for the sake of fan service, but without putting any substance or weight into why it's here or why it was significant. And honestly, that has been an issue like after RPM, let's be honest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I know. But again, it's like, well, what of it? It's like, well, no. I mean, good for you guys that you did it. But at the same time, it's like, why would you even bother creating the character dialogue and even creating a salary for an actor if you're just going to only do for 2 episodes and that's it, or like never use him again?
Mm-hmm. So odd.
Okay, fine. I mean, well, you know, that's fine, I guess. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's it. That is 27 through 30 of our Kamen Rider Black Ribbon.
Yeah, this episode was so bad we barely even talked about it. Not because we hated the episode, but because it did next to nothing to like really, you know.
We did get to see Nobu for like a split second towards the end before the episode ended, but other than that, it's like, why was that even necessary? We're kind of hinting that
Nobuhiko's almost ready to come out of the oven.
Like, we know, guys, we're already at the 30 episode mark. By this point, he should be done. So,
yeah. And in 5 episodes, he will be.
So, Shadow Moon will be a thing soon.
Yep. And Belgenia will not.
Get ready for that, because I'm like, wait, what happened to Bells? He just went upstairs one day and never came back down.
Well, you know that nothing matters more than family.
Anyway, that was our 4 episodes of Kamen Rider Black. And
All right, we're roughly 60% done.
yeah, again, the tonal shift is very obvious here. I don't understand like where that. I mean, again, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's like, again, did you guys start running out of money? Did you guys start because, again, like I said, the costumes in this episode look remarkably cheap.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really fit.
We didn't need those googly eyes.
And also the fact that, like, again, the 3 wise guys over here, these priests who have been the bane of our existence, have really been coming up with like Team Rocket level of creating plans. But hell, I'll even say this: Team Rocket would have been able to pull it off, but not these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, sure, why not? And as for Belgenia, Bells at times can be an asset, but he can be a major pain in the ass.
I love that name, Major Pain.
He is
so much better than James.
He is like just so like, again, you know, the whole Beetle premise was like, okay, I get what you're going. That's a good idea. Fine. But then the whole premise with the armadillo, that made no sense as to why. Because again, it's all about me. It's all about, you just have to be a diva and be like, if anyone's going to kill him, it's me. Because I'm the star. Have you seen these eyebrows? Yeah, I have. Jesus Christ. You can't even call them eyebrows. I feel like that's your hairline. But, yeah, if I were to say 8, you know, give them all 8s. Give them all 8s, pretty much.
All right.
Give them all 8. Because, again, there's not much. I'm like, yeah, no, these were enjoyable episodes. The premise, but of course, it's like, you know what? Except for that whole Belgenia being a diva, which is so unnecessary, I'm like, fine. That's what I give for this whole. It's just an 8. You know, it was semi good.
Yeah, no, it's there were some good ideas here. I just wish they were executed better. Not gonna lie though. 27 was the superior of the 4 episodes.
Oh yeah, no, the plan that was diabolical. That was
Yeah, the mannequins was a little bit silly, but could have been interesting.
It was creepy, you know. Could have been even more so, but again, there's only so much we could do with the PG rating, an 80s PG rating.
Yeah, and talking. Well, I just hate that he's not sticking around.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, such a character with such premise, just like the original Taki, and yet nothing. We get nothing.
Meanwhile, the Scarab one was the weakest, so I'm going to go with 9, 7, 8, 7. So yeah, my average score is just a little bit lower than yours. For these 4 episodes.
What do the people have to say?
Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. New commenter Jessica Casherman. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, y tú? Okay. Well, I appreciate that you love this podcast, and basically, it's flirting from there on in. But hey, you know, good on you guys. Yeah. Oh, and she has a whole box of Otter Pops in her pantry. That's cool.
What in the pantry?
That is odd.
Who keeps Otter Pops in the pantry?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what Auto Pops were like because, like, yeah, they're the ice things. Yeah, I didn't always call them Otter Pops. I remember like they used to sell them outside of my first high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like opening those things was like so damn hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the time when you finally opened it, it melted, so you just have to just drink it, and somehow your fingers were still sticky from the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing beats actual ice cream, though. Not gonna lie, though, I prefer actual ice cream. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no room in the freezer. Well,
Anyone
yeah.
have any questions about the episodes?
Apparently not.
Mm.
All right. Yeah, no, we're just teasing you, Jessica. But yeah, no, but thanks for stopping by nonetheless. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We discuss Kamen Rider Black, Kamen Rider Zets, #1 Sentai Gojuger, Ultraman Omega, and yes, Tojima Tanzaburo wants to be a Kamen Rider. And yeah, no, it's yeah, no, like we got a lot of content for you guys. Check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show. Over this weekend, we're gonna post more vlogs and interviews. Got like what, 3 or 4 more vlogs left to upload. Yeah, Alice Cooper, Blue Oyster Cult, Sailor Moon, and Anime Pasadena. So yeah, more to go.
Me.
Mhm.
Like, because I don't know, I never mentioned anything. I don't think we ever said anything.
Yeah.
But because of the miscellaneous, they're actually like, rumor is that you guys are gonna touch on the live action Sailor Moon.
Mhm.
I can neither neither confirm nor deny that.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
You just have to wait and watch.
Yeah.
Will we jump into the realm of magical girls?
Oh, absolutely. Sooner or later. Yeah, like there's Metal Hero, Genseiken, Justy Riser, Ryukendo, Tomeka Rescue series.
Yeah, it's in the neighborhood. Why wouldn't we touch on magical girls?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you know. Oh yeah, no, like that's like high key. Live action Sailor Moon had the best opening. I said what I said.
Yeah.
I said what I said, Yeah, and of course, if you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at the Pasadena Convention Center on January 25th for Pasadena Comic Con, and on August 28th through the 30th for Power Morphicon to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers Mystic Force.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to check out our personal content, you could go to both of our Instagrams, Boken_Kawato and the Sin Prince. We got we got shenanigans of our own in our personal lives and whatnot. And thank you for taking the time for having us in yours.
Yeah.
But until next time, we hope you guys enjoy. Have a wonderful weekend. I know it's the holiday season already, so make sure those blue Christmas blues don't get to you. Yeah, it's like it's old Elvis reference.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the retail shopping is going to be a moida because of the PAs. But until next time, have a good one. Bye.
Good night, guys.